August 4, 1962. A dark, quiet night in Brentwood, Los Angeles. Inside her lavish Spanish-style home, Marilyn Monroe laid motionless in her bed. The woman who had captivated the world with her beauty, her voice, and her undeniable magnetism was gone. A bottle of Nembutal pills sat empty beside her. The phone clutched in her hand bore no last words, only a dial tone lost in the silence. To the world, the story was simple. Marilyn Monroe, the biggest star in Hollywood, had taken her own life. For those who knew her, something felt off. The inconsistencies, the shifting stories, the missing pieces. This wasn't just another Hollywood tragedy. It was a mystery. Did Marilyn really die by suicide, or was she silenced by forces far greater than herself? Was it an accident, or was there something far more sinister at play? This is the true story of Marilyn Monroe's final days, the unanswered questions surrounding her death. Before she was Marilyn Monroe, she was Norma Jean Mortensen, a little girl bouncing between foster homes, craving love and stability. Born in 1926, Norma Jean's childhood was marked by abandonment and instability. Her mother, Gladys, was institutionalized for mental illness, leaving Norma Jean to grow up in a system that never gave her a true home. But Hollywood had other plans for her. By the late 1940s, the young brunette had transformed into the blonde bombshell the world would come to adore. With a name change and a strategic reinvention, Marilyn Monroe was born. The world saw her as the ultimate sex symbol, the perfect blend of innocence and seduction. But beneath the surface, she was a woman fighting her own demons. With hits like Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, The 7-Year Itch, and Some Like It Hot, she became the biggest movie star on the planet. But fame came at a price. Marilyn wasn't just a Hollywood star, she was a product. Studios controlled her, men desired her, and the industry shaped her into what they wanted her to be. Behind the scenes, Marilyn struggled. She battled anxiety, depression, and an increasing reliance on barbiturates and alcohol to cope with the pressures of fame. Her marriages to baseball legend Joe DiMaggio and playwright Arthur Miller crumbled under the weight of Hollywood's demands. And then there were the men who wanted more than just her love. They wanted control. One of the most enduring theories about Marilyn Monroe's death revolves around her alleged affairs with President John F. Kennedy and his brother Robert Kennedy. Marilyn had been linked to JFK for years. The affair was rumored to have started in the early 1960s, culminating in a now iconic performance of Happy Birthday, Mr. President at Madison Square Garden in May 1962.
For all the things you've done, the battles that you've won, the way you deal with U.S. Steel and our problems by the ton, we thank you so much. Everybody, happy birthday!
Dressed in a skin-tight, flesh-colored dress, she whispered the words like a lover's serenade. But JFK was a man of power, a married man, and Marilyn, despite her beauty and fame, was still an outsider. As soon as she became a liability, she was cut off. Some say it broke her heart. Others believed it made her dangerous. Then came Robert Kennedy. Some sources claim Bobby was sent to clean up the mess his brother had left behind. But instead of shutting Marilyn down, he became entangled with her himself. By the summer of 1962, Marilyn was furious. She felt used, discarded, and betrayed by the most powerful family in America. She was said to have kept a little red diary full of secrets, conversations, affairs, and possibly even classified information that the Kennedys had shared with her. If that diary existed, Marilyn wasn't just a Hollywood actress anymore. The official report states that Marilyn Monroe was found dead in a bedroom at 3:30 a.m. on August 5, 1962. Her housekeeper, Eunice Murray, said she had woken up in the middle of the night and sensed something was wrong. Seeing a light under Marilyn's door but getting no response, she called Monroe's psychiatrist, Dr. Ralph Greenson, who then broke in through the window and found her unresponsive. By the time the police arrived, Monroe's body was already rigid with rigor mortis, meaning she had died much earlier than 3:30 a.m. An autopsy confirmed a massive overdose of barbiturates, leading authorities to rule her death a probable suicide. Case closed. Or was it? Several key details don't add up. The delay in calling the police. Marilyn's body was discovered much earlier, yet authorities were notified for several hours. Why? Who was being protected? The missing diary. Monroe was known to keep a personal diary, allegedly filled with secrets about JFK, Bobby Kennedy, and Hollywood's elite. After her death, it mysteriously disappeared. No pill residue in her stomach. Monroe supposedly swallowed a massive amount of pills, yet her autopsy found no traces of capsules in her stomach. If she didn't swallow them, how did they get into her system? Some speculate she was injected. Eyewitness accounts. Some reports claim Bobby Kennedy was in Los Angeles the night Marilyn died, contradicting his alibi. Was he there to silence her? The housekeeper is changing story. Eunice Murray gave inconsistent statements about the events of the night. Years later, she admitted on camera, "Oh, why do I have to keep covering this up?" before quickly retracting her words. Was it murder? With so many unanswered questions, theories of foul play took root. Some believe the Kennedys had killed her to protect their secrets. The mafia, seeking revenge on the Kennedys, silenced her as a warning. The CIA eliminated her to prevent national security leaks. Hollywood executives, tired of her rebellion, orchestrated her demise. Who had the most to gain from Marilyn's death? And why did those closest to her seem so eager to close the book on her story? More than 60 years after her death, Marilyn Monroe remains one of the most enduring icons in history. She was more than a Hollywood starlet. She was a woman who lived, loved, and ultimately died under circumstances still shrouded in mystery. The truth remains buried beneath decades of cover-ups, conspiracy theories, and whispers of a past that Hollywood still refuses to acknowledge. But one thing is certain. They silenced Marilyn Monroe, but they could never erase her.